Pattaya man jumping in and claiming the table. That'll bring up Chotipong.
It has gone wrong immediately. Makkamontree. You don't get any chance in these short races to settle down, to figure out how the table works. There are 2 practice tables on the first floor, but they play different, way different. Sure.
Just about every player, I know you've spoken to a lot of them, Alex, and they've all said the same thing. They come down from upstairs thinking, well, this is how the table's going to work, and it's a completely different table, this TV table.
Yeah, but that's a given. That's a given. What can you do? It's about finding a solution.
And quickly. That's a nicely delivered shot from Oi.
Unlucky with the snooker behind the 8.
Yeah, he did not deserve that.
And Hijikata immediately running to his cue stick. There's a 30-second shot clock going on in this tournament, with 1 extension per rack.
Oh, what about that? And is he going to get a bit of good fortune on the back end of it? Well, lovely jump shot there and a big smile from Hijikata Hayato. He enjoyed that. Not such a big smile from Oi here. This is going to be very fine. And in fact, he can't even go for it. Instead, he'll just play for safety, get the black on the rail, get the 9 as a blocker. And it's a get out of that shot for Thailand.
I like jumping here. There's enough distance between the cue ball and the 9 to play a relatively easy jump. Playing a half ball hit on the 8. Going up table with the cue ball, but he's choosing differently. It's going to be very difficult to resave here, playing the kick shot.
Yeah, that is the problem, isn't it? Staying safe. Oh, is that going to roll in? Is that going to be the shot of the match so far? Yes, it is. He wasn't thinking safety.
No, you know, this is a good roll for the Thai. He got a double kiss hitting that 8 ball. The 8 ball hit the cue ball a second time coming out of the rail. Maybe they even collided more than twice.
And Chotipong can put the Thais on the board first here, which is exactly what he done. Well, you get enough bad breaks in this game. You'll take the good ones when they come along. They don't look too stressed about the situation, do they? They've been wisecracking and joking and laughing pretty much the whole way through that first rack, the Japanese. A bit less animation in the other corner, but they're enjoying themselves as well. And it's good to see pool players playing it with a smile on their face. And why not smile when you can make a shot like that? As you say, a little bit of good fortune, but in a lot of ways you make your own luck as well.
It's all in the game of 9 ball. But I'm sure they've liked it in the Sportsman Bar in Bangkok and in Legends. Pattaya. Pool is really on the rise. Q Sports in general is real big in Thailand. Snooker has always been so, but the past couple of years I hear so many players from Europe, players from USA who travel to Bangkok and to Pattaya to taste some of the atmosphere there.
Yeah, Pattaya is the hometown of the man on the left there, Tanut Makkamontree. That's where he hails from. Says his favourite venue in the whole world, the pool, is the Mega Break.
Thank you, rack 2.
In his
Thailand's
hometown.
break, leading 1 rack to 0.
Now, what's he going to come up with here?
Yeah, it looked like a copy of Naoyuki Oi's break. Medium hard, 3/4 ball hit on the 1. And this is going to be an easy shot on the 1, but a difficult layout in total, because they have to go down table towards the 2 and then back up again for the 3 ball. The red 3 ball that only has 1 pocket. So a lot of pool playing to be done here. That's a nice shot, because he placed the cue ball on the left side of the 2, and now Tanut has a natural angle.
Just got to draw it back. Doesn't want to get tucked in behind that pink 4, and he's nowhere near it. That's beautifully played. Nice touch again from Makkamontree. Alex, it's very, very early days, but we've seen only one seeded team bow out. Most of the seeds have got through, some have scraped through. If Thailand were to knock out Japan, would that register as a massive shock?
A massive shock, yeah. Well, not as big as, for example, last year Qatar beating USA, or not as big as Australia beating Canada this year. It didn't happen, but it could have happened.
Yep.
No, not a big shocker of that sort, no.
They've certainly made a confident start, the Thais. Yeah, that wasn't perfect.
Well, it's all right. Center ball hit. Over to the left side and back out again. Should get this. Nice.
Yes, indeed he has. And he set it up perfectly. Well, they're both playing some very solid shots here, these two. And significantly, they both seem to have got their rhythm very early. We've seen so many matches, haven't we, Alex? One guy's on, the other guy's struggling, and then it seems to flip again. But these two Thais are really working in tandem at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing well. They made a great start. This is what they want. Some good strokes. A stroke of luck as well on the 8 ball.
Well, just to remind you of the format, all these first round matches, and indeed the second round matches, are a race to 7. The winner breaks, winner stays on, of course, as well. It's that shot clock that gets interesting. We've seen many matches where players have been forced to just rush their shots, and there's only one 30-second extension available per team per rack. Once that's gone, you really are watching the clock. You'll often see players just glance over their shoulder in the direction of the officials' table. That's where the clock is ticking. It's a simple format. It's a sprint to 7. And Makkamontree a little bit too keen to get up, because you alternate.
2 racks to 0.
The left-handed Chotipong now breaking. They had a good result in the previous rack.
Yeah, black wing ball has dropped. The one's heading into the jaws of the pocket. The cue ball is up there as well.
This is looking good.
It
Look
really
at it.
is.
Possibly the best break of the tournament. Corner ball in control of that 1 ball.
So the cue ball went where it is now without being nudged. Ideally they like it centre of the table, but this has just worked out perfectly with the 1 ball up there as well. Now negotiating the 2-3 is the next challenge, and after that they should be home free.
They're considering killing the cue ball on the low side of the 3, or coming around towards where the 5 is, but then the danger would be that 5 ball. He underhit the shot, tried to come around the 3 ball. This is a nice nudge, a roll. This is 9 ball. The Thai have the wind in their sails. Can they cruise to a 3-0 lead?
Well, this is the shot that will tell us. Took a little nudge there off the 9 ball.
Now this is what they call a blood test for Chotipong. Can he come with it?
Well, got a snooker background, Chotipong. As you said earlier, snooker was the governor of cue sports in Thailand for many years, and he's missed that pretty badly. Is he good? No, he's not going to get lucky. He wouldn't have deserved it either. That was Not a good miss at all. It wasn't close.
No, he butchered that stroke. Well, there's so much at stake. Sometimes for the underdog it's just mentally difficult to handle a big lead. So if I'm playing as a favorite versus an underdog when he's leading 2-0, 3-0, at some point I'm expecting the underdog to miss.
That's exactly what happened there. And what was a very tempting looking table has now been handed to the Japanese partnership, who haven't been joking around much while they've been sat in their chairs, and now it's the two Thai players that are looking fairly glum and stony-faced. And that's the worry for Chotipong. It was a bad miss. What was the word you used? He butchered it.
Yeah, there's you know, you can miss it, barely miss it, and having made a nice effort, or you can you know, make a poor execution.
They don't mind. They're on the board. Japan getting themselves going after their so slow start, but they'll just be happy to be tucked into the Thai slipstream, ready to break as well. It's Thailand leading this one 2-1. Early days in this race to 7.
One2Bet sponsors the world
With the break. And the wing ball dropping again. The one rattled around the jaws of the centre pocket and then sat up, and that's a nice lay.
Yeah, the ball's wide open. Good break. Good break. The first shot, the most difficult. If after the first shot, of course, they managed to get in line. To getting in line, staying in line.
Ooh, now then, the effervescent, fun-loving Naoyuki Oi won't be laughing about that one.
No, there was a poor effort.
It's his teammate that can see the funny side. Yeah, you'd have expected. It's the same pocket, incidentally, that Chotipong missed badly at as well.
Yeah, but this was just, you know, he was cueing across the ball, giving unwanted side. Then the cue ball traveling towards the one ball, curving away from the point of aim. A simple containing safety shot here by the Thai. Not even trying to snooker them. Sometimes you can't. In safety play, you try to play what's there. Not the most aggressive possible position. And the amount of time that Oi and Hayato are taking to figure out what to reply with tells us that it was a good shot. Sometimes, or often, less is more.
Yeah, queuing off the rail there as well. That's just going to hamper his action a little bit. Well, he needs to make his move here, and does.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot, I think.
I was going to say, can he bank at this?
You know, they've managed to find some sort of a solution in a difficult position. They played a two-way shot. It had offensive and defensive qualities. Now, Chotipong needs to play real first on the one. Far from easy.
Oh, he is stone cold at the moment. The man with the bad miss in the previous rack has missed horribly again there, and he doesn't need anyone to tell him that that is not the sort of shot you can play if you want to progress to the second round in a competition of this magnitude.
So, indeed, it was a good shot by Hijikata Hayato. Nice technique. Good big straight backswing. Naoyuki Oi is a little bit more jerky. Rhythm player. But you don't get style points in pool. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about pocketing the winning ball.
Yep.
I remember in the early 90s, Takeshi Okumura, world champion. He would never have gotten style points from anyone. Just a very delicate and smart player he was.
Well, here's Oi taking on this long green. And successfully nailing that. He's married to his wife Yukiko. She's also a pool player. That always helps, doesn't it?
Well, opinions differ on that. Yeah, I remember the
You sound like you
latest.
speak from experience there.
No, well, my wife, she's not interested in pool, but I remember late Grady Matthews, aka the professor. He said, "I'll put an orange on my closet and an orange 5-ball, and by the time she knows the difference, she's out of there." So this is what top countries do and will do in this tournament. Punish hard, punish double. So you miss a ball, they steal the rack, and they'll score one more.
Yeah, they've done it twice and they've drawn level as a result. That's been a tough couple of racks from Amnuayporn Chotipong. The veteran on the right there, missing a long pot, then fouling out as well. This was the key shot. And it left ball in hand, and with the balls spread around the table like that, that was just an invitation to clean up, which the Japanese duly accepted. 2-2 then, and this fella's got to press erase mentally now, forget what's happened, and as soon as he gets back up to the table, get back to doing what he was doing earlier, because he certainly played a very solid couple of racks to start this match. These two got a little bit of their swagger back, haven't they? Not that it went far in the first place.
Yep, that's it. I mean, the skill level in pool, the differences aren't so big. There's a difference, of course, between elite, sub-elite and club players.
Rack 5, and a break.
But the key thing
2-2.
is to be resilient. Sometimes you'll take a blow, but you gotta refuse to go down. Don't panic, stay calm. Refuse to lose, as Poland did so nice today against Greece. They were down 5-1. And they were not getting good rolls at all.
No, couldn't get a break, could they? Couldn't get a ball off a break. Nothing was easy, but they stuck around. Now the wing ball has gone.
Yeah.
They're consistently making those wing balls. The Japanese.
Yeah, the table's broken in today.
What hasn't helped is this first shot.
Push out call.
So a push out called and a push out being played. So Japan rolls out and now gives option to Thailand. The Thai will come in and then study, look and discuss whether to
Reset the
play
clock,
or
please.
give back.
Start the clock.
But they don't even come to look at the shot, they give it back.
That was the shortest look I've ever seen. Makkamontree got out of his seat, looked up at the table and then sat straight back down. He didn't want anything to do with this. Let's see if that was the right decision. The Japanese have a plan in mind. The old short stick, the jumper is out. Couldn't dispatch the one. Well, is he going to get second prize? Yes, he is.
Fortune that Nick favors the brave. Or is there a window of opportunity in between those blocking balls?
Well, the way the younger Thai is sizing this up, it looks like he might get a little nibble of it.
Watch out for the double kiss.
He's just avoided that, but where are these balls going to land? And that's not good.
Yeah, you know, with a push out is very difficult because you're giving away the initiative, you're giving your opponent choice. So often when you play a push out, you should also take in consideration the probability of lucking a safety. So you play out for a difficult shot, and sometimes you think, okay, but I still have a reasonable chance to luck a safety. And that's what Japan did.
And reaping the benefit of it here.
Ooh, that's a poor shot.
Oh, he's put that into no man's land, hasn't he?
Unexpected mistake there by Hayato. Naoyuki Oi, his normal playing cue in hand. Looking to kick the 3-ball from behind.
Oh, he was having a look at that 9 there as well. And once again, that's going to keep rolling and keep rolling. Now, whether it's just stuck its nose out, and Chotipong can just have a little look at this. I'm not sure. We'd have to wait for the angle, but that really would have raised the roof. And it wasn't far away. And just keep a look at what's happening down there.
Yeah, nice try.
Extension called.
He knew he was always going towards the 9, off of the second rail.
But what about this? If you're Chotipong and you've had a couple of clangers already, and now you're faced with this. And this is one you can't get wrong. Got to make contact. Ideally, he's got to stay safe, and he's missed it by a mile. He's missed it badly. He is having a tough, tough evening.
Oh, shot. Ball in hand. Start the clock, please.
Oh. That's so tough on them. They're getting difficult shots, but often, like so often, the table knows who's playing good and who's not.
How much time would the Thais have spent on TV tables, and how much would they have travelled internationally? We know the Japanese players have. We know the Thais are the cream of the crop at home, but will this be a new and alien experience to them? Oh, well, they're really rubbing it in here now, the Japanese. There's no sympathy from these two. It's turned into misery for those two, but still you've got to look at the scoreboard. There's just one rack in it. If you'd offered the Thais a 3-2 deficit after 5, they'd have taken it, but this was just begging to be put away, and it was.
Yeah, that's how it is, Nick. Hayato made the jump shot, fluked the safety. Then Naoyuki Oi tried to kick off of the 3 towards the 9, fluked the safety. Okay, that's bad luck for the Thai, but then they had a chance to hit that 3-ball. That was a relatively easy kick shot, and if you don't do what what you're supposed to be doing, then yeah, you can expect to be punished.
Well, the
And
Japanese
the break, leading 3 racks to 2.
break once again. Hayato. Japanese cruising along at the moment.
Look for the black 8 to find the corner pocket.
They've been nailing that with some consistency.
Wow.
They've got another one, a bonus ball as well. And they had stunned the cue ball dead centre of the table. That took a nudge. I mean, that was a really impressive break. Talk about control and power mixed together. Look how that has stopped that cue ball. Then it gets that little nudge. Otherwise, that was near perfect. As it is, they'll take that.
Now the 5-ball is in the way. That could have been the most natural route for the cue ball. Then they could have tried to come closer towards the 3. Now with a little bit of backspin, Hayato can try and kill the cue ball. He played it plain ball. Now if you play the same shot with a little bit of backspin, it allows the player to hit the shot with a little more authority. But it's all personal preference. The result, though, that the cue ball has ended up quite far off the 4. Nervy warm-up strokes by Oi, but he gets it done.
Still quite a bit of different distance between object ball and cue ball, but they are successfully depositing these shots, these mid-range shots. Closing in on 4 in a row here, Japan. This is getting away from Thailand in a hurry. Nine down. They started slowly, but they've certainly gone through the gears since the first couple of racks. All smiles, certainly from Hijikata Hayato. Plenty for them to smile about. 4 racks in a row, mistakes coming from their opponents. They are looking comfortable. 4-2 in this race to 7. Not so happy on the other in the other camp. That goes, and it hangs this, and then it does drop. He got another ball as well for good measure.
2-9 sitting ready.
Indeed.
That's not a maybe. That's a definite yes.
Look, that was a. Oh, thank you. We can make short work of this. Did you see the reaction from Hijikata? I mean, that was the biggest grin of the night of the competition. That was. Look at that. The eyes lit up.
How would you say quick fix in Japanese?
Oh, this will really hurt the ties. They're just sitting there, miserable. And their misery compounded even more. A short circuit there.
Wait.
2 shots. Wait. 1 rack. 5-2.
Okay.
But again, because they're breaking so well, it could be that these two are just going to be sitting there for a long time yet.
Well, actually, I'm thinking, Nick, the table has been breaking so good today and is starting to break better and better, that I think actually that the players and the whole field who were complaining yesterday how poorly the table was breaking, that they could be more worried now, because the way the table is breaking, the race to 7 is even shorter.
Yeah, because if you get on, you may not get off.
Exactly.
It will also help the cream rise in this tournament. Dear oh dear. It's amazing how quickly things can change. Those two played so well. They looked so solid in the first 2 racks. Then we had that big miss on the long 4, I think it was, from Chotipong. They've fallen apart ever since, Chotipong in particular. Now, let's see if the brown 7 wing ball drops here. It's been automatic the last few racks. There it goes again.
Beautiful.
Liz, clean look at the 1 ball as well. Lovely spread of balls around the table. I mean, this is high class breaking, this, from the Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, they make it look easy, so people could think, okay, is that all you need to do? But with this speed and force controlling the cue ball the way they're doing, as far, you know, it's a skill.
It's real technique, isn't it?
It's a big skill that they have worked on for years and years. And probably the most difficult stroke on the pool table.
Well, you said it yesterday, Alex. I remember talking to you yesterday evening. You said this table's getting broken in. By tomorrow, it'll be great. They'll all be avoiding the dry breaks. You're absolutely spot on. Now, it looks like it should just pass.
Yeah, it's all good.
And if it does,
don't force position here.
Yeah, it should just roll nicely to the 4, and you can roll off that to set up the 5 as well, and then you'll be on the hill. It really is that simple here for the Japanese, it would seem.
Yeah, that's 9 ball. As long as you keep your angles and stay on the right side of the ball, on the correct side of the ball, you'll make it look easy. Nice, slow and deliberate backswing by Hayato. Here's a more textbook Naoyuki Oi.
I tell you, the look on his face when he saw that 2-9 combination available to him on the last rack. I remember that for a long time. Talk about a kid at Christmas. You know, this fella's the guy that's known as the bubbly effervescent one, but Hayato has played this match as he just nails the green there with a huge grin on his face. Pretty much, even when they were 2 down, they weren't bothered, were they? They were just just waiting for their opportunity, knowing it would come. And look at what they're doing with it. This looks like it's going to be 6 in a row for Japan. And in double quick time as well. They're not messing around.
In a groove, in their rhythm, and rhythm builds confidence.
Japan on the hill, Thailand in a hole. No way out.
Thank you.
Nowhere to go. If they get another break like they've had the last few, they could just break and run out and end this match.
Yeah, they're squatting the cue ball. Dead center. And it's also a mental element. If you're confident about the break and you're getting many shots and you're making balls, then you relax just that bit more, and that helps you in your execution. The more relaxed you are, the better you execute.
I'll tell you what, Alex, I know it's all going their way, but they're a fun team to watch, these Japanese, aren't they? They really are. They're energetic, they're exciting. They go about their business quickly, they enjoy their pool.
Cue rack 9, Japan to break, leading 6 racks to 2.
Well, life is beautiful when you're making balls, running out and up 6-2 in a race to 7. One more rack they need, and then they'll qualify for the second round, where they will be up against Canada, consisting of Alex Pagulayan and John Mora.
Down goes the wing ball, another ball went, so did the brown. Look where that red ball's going as well. 4 down off the break, come on, this is getting outrageous.
Bank shot on.
Well, this is the only issue now, isn't it?
Cross side on the 2.
What about that? Look at that, 14 balls, and there's the bank, 14 balls off their last 6 breaks.
2 balls on average per break made by the Japanese. And Hayato here ended with the cue ball on the 50-yard line. Good shot by Oi.
Effortless, absolutely effortless. There was a reaction there from Chotipong, stuck in his chair. He knew that was effectively the final nail.
Yeah, and for the people who weren't watching 10 minutes ago, it was 2-0 for Thailand. And they missed a chance to go up 3.
Here we come, the clowning around. There it is. Wow. Now that was impressive. Yeah, even the Thais can now say, OK, we lost, but we lost to the better team. Good sportsmanship between the 4 of them. That was really entertaining stuff. Once they had their chance, and you're so right, Alex, that could have been 3-0. But it got away from Thailand in a hurry. Once Japan got on that table, once they got their break going, they were simply unstoppable. Naoyuki Oi and Hijikata Hayato, 7 without reply. They gave their opponents a 2-rack lead, then blew them apart. Reaction and continuing coverage after the break.
1-2.